Growing opposition from shareholder activists forced the termination of the $15 billion chemicals merger of the Woodlands Huntsman Corporation and Swiss-based Clariant. A shareholder activism effort increased its ownership stake in Clariant above 20%, causing Huntsman and Clariant to cancel the deal, believing the dissent had risen too high. The two companies announced the decision after midnight Friday. Whitetail Holdings, a partnership of New York firms Corp Management and 40 North, now owns more than 20% of Clariant as its largest shareholder, increasing its stake from more than 10% just a few months ago. Huntsman and Clariant CEOs Peter Huntsman and Harold Rotman said in a joint statement that they no longer believed they could collect the necessary two-thirds support from Clariant shareholders required under Swiss law. Under these circumstances, and in light of the high level of disruption and uncertainty that has been created for both companies, we have decided jointly to terminate the merger agreement, stop the substantial expenditure of funds associated with integration planning, and proceed along our independent paths in the best interests of both companies and their shareholders, associates, and other stakeholders, they said in the joint statement. The Whitetail opposition is led by Corp's founder, Keith Meister, a protege of famed corporate raider Carl Icahn, who has said he remains increasingly convinced the merger would dilute Clariant's value. He's spoken in favor of Clariant sticking to its specialty chemical strengths, cutting costs and selling off other parts. Corvex was founded by Meister in 2010. In recent years, he's also urged Huntsman to sell off some of its parts. In another energy sector feud, Meister and another activist resigned from the board of directors of pipeline giant Williams Co. after failing to oust the Williams CEO. The so-called merger of equals proposed in May would have created the world's second-largest specialty chemical company, Huntsman-Clariant. In past years, other deals to acquire or merge with Huntsman have fallen apart as well. In an interview last month in Switzerland, Peter Huntsman brushed off Meister's efforts. He referenced a meeting with Meister 4 years ago when he opposed a previous Huntsman deal. His ranting irritated me. That is why I declined when he recently wanted to see me again, Huntsman said in the interview, according to a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Meister wants to make a lot of money fast, Huntsman continued. However, paying out future profits to shareholders today is something we don't agree with. Companies cannot just focus on making fast money, they need to create long-term value. Otherwise, nobody wants to work for them. Peter Huntsman would have become the CEO of a combined company, with Kottman as the chairman. Huntsman and Clariant disclosed their all-stock merger in May, a deal that would have given Clariant 52% of the combined company and established its headquarters in Clariant's hometown of Pratteln, Switzerland, in part for tax purposes. The Woodlands would become the North American headquarters. In that interview last month, Peter Huntsman reiterated his previous argument that the specialty chemicals sector is on the verge of consolidating and that the merger was needed to build scale and strength. We can be at the forefront in specialty chemicals. Neither company could do that on its own, he said. Without the merger, there is a real risk of being crushed by the competition. However, Huntsman emphasized the company's standalone strength on Friday. We viewed this merger of equals as an opportunity to accelerate our downstream growth and for two great companies to become even better together. However, it is not the only option for Huntsman to create real and lasting value, he stated. Our future has never looked brighter.